calculate the distance between 2 points, that is the length of a line segment, we need to use this formula. This is based on the Pythagorean theorem. x1 and x2 refer to the x-coordinates of the 2 points, the distance between which you want to find. y1 and y2 refer to the y-coordinates of those points. In the question above, we can label the first point as x1, y1, and the second point as x2, y2. In order to find the length of the line FG, which is just the distance between F and G, we can substitute those numbers into the formula as shown. So we have square root of x2, which is 8, take away x1, which is minus 4, squared, plus y2, which is 28, take away y1, then squared. It doesn't actually matter which points are labeled x1, y1, x2, and y2, as long as you're consistent. We can now simplify this. So we have 8 and 4, 8 take away minus 4 will become plus 12. So we have 12 squared plus 18 squared. And we can just work that out. Remembering that 12 squared is 144 and 18 squared is 324. So we'll get 468. Now, at this point, you'd probably just want to use a calculator, but because the question has asked us to live it in the form m root n, we can probably divide 468 by a square number. So I could try and divide it by 16. So I'll just get my calculator here. See if that works. Okay, that does not work. So 64 probably isn't going to work, no. So we'll try maybe 4. 4 should work. Yeah, that works. So I can write 468 as 4 multiplied by 117 because, I'll show you now, 468 divided by 4 is 117, which I can then separate into the square root of 4 times the square root of 117, which gives me an answer of 2 root 117, which is in the specified form. Here's a very similar question for you to try. Pause the video now, and when you're ready for the answer, press play. Here's the answer. You can see the answer is 8 root 5, and I'll just outline why. Here is the formula. I've labeled my first point as x1, y1, my second point as x2, y2, and I can see that I have minus 6, minus 10 in this bracket. That works out to minus 16. Remember, minus 16 squared is going to be plus 256. When you square something which is negative, it will inevitably come out as positive. So we end up getting down to root 320. I just guessed that 64 will be a factor of 320. So if you do 320 divided by 64, that does work. And I've chosen 64 because it is a square number. Then I can see I have 64 times 5 because 320 divided by 64 is 5. Then I can separate my square root as before, leaving me with 8 root 5.